Hello. Welcome to Techie Tuesday. Hope you are all well, and I look forward to sharing with you some exciting things this afternoon. First off, let's get some reminders going. Hello, Stacy. To get entered for my Fun Friday giveaway, you will want to either like this video, share it, tag a friend in the comments, or place an order. And orders placed from last Friday to this coming Thursday will all be counted, and you have it until Friday, until Thursday night to watch this Techie Tuesday and do 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of those things. So each person can get up to 4 entries. And of course, as soon as I go live, I somehow have a frog in my throat. So, yeah, so don't forget. Oh, good. I'm glad Casey's here. So reminder about those things. Also, quick reminder that there is a promo going on at Creative Memories right now. And it's $10 off a $50 order, $25 off a $100 order, or $45 off a $150 order. Actually, each account can do those codes one time. So you could actually place 3 orders and leverage all 3 of them if you wanted to. And then more about what you may want to spend, what you may want to order in a second. So Croptoberfest is coming up, and it starts this Saturday with a Zoom crop from 9 to 4. And then all week long, there'll be 6 different challenges. And that's why Techie Tuesday tonight is going to focus on importing sketch templates, because those of you that have Artisan 5 or 6 can actually purchase the templates for Croptoberfest. You'll actually be given access to a Dropbox folder. And so as the sketches are released, and the Croptoberfest is 9 days long, so there's 6 challenges. So not every day has a challenge, but you have the whole week in order to complete the challenges. So as the challenges are released, a new template will be dropped in the Dropbox for those people who have been given access because they purchased the digital templates. So that way, you digital divas can play along with the challenges and get some pages done during Croptoberfest. Excuse me. I just ate an apple and I'm all, I don't know, verklempt. So that's Croptoberfest, and we're going to have a blast. There's going to be a Going Gone gazebo this Sunday. So Saturday's a Zoom crop. Going Gone gazebo is on Sunday. And if you've not experienced one of those, what I do is I go through my inventory and stuff that is no longer for sale. It's sold out. I put it for sale. And so you're able to pick up some limited edition. Some of the things were never for sale. Some of the things are sold out. And when they sell out, sometimes I keep them in inventory. Sometimes I just kind of hold them off to the side for the Going Gone gazebo. So if you're not registered, that's just one more reason to register. Of course, there'll be giveaways all week, and I'm really looking forward to it. So the October card class is October 25th, and you don't need to participate in the whole of Croptoberfest if you just want to do the card class. So those of you that are on subscription, if you didn't sign up for Croptoberfest, then you'll just pop on Facebook as you normally do for the card class. But do note the time. It will be at 7 next Saturday. And I hope that doesn't mess people up. Usually we go about an hour. So the class will be at 7. And so that hopefully more folks can participate in the live since it's Croptoberfest week. All right. And then on November 1st is our project recipe. This is the recipe we're going to be doing. Hi, Deb. And so just a little sneak peek, and you can go ahead and go to my website, DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com, and download the PDF if you'd like to get ready for that next project recipe. All right, we do have another secret box coming. The official box opening isn't till November 10th. And we are going to have, it was so much fun in June that we're going to have another super secret box opening. And we're going to do it at the Volano retreat. But different from the Volano retreat, I am going to zoom in anyone that's purchased a box. So whether you're going to the retreat or not, you can zoom in and be part of the super secret box opening. We just found it's really fun to do it together. And I know in the past we've done it on Zoom together, and that is fun, but it's fun to do it in person together. But you know, again, we'll just keep it under wraps for those people that don't want to participate. And you certainly don't have to if you want to be surprised and open it on the 10th with the rest of the world. I will be flying to Huntsville, Alabama on the 10th, which is why it's going to be hard for me to participate in that. And another reason why we're having this super secret box opening. So there is just one this time. And as last time, I will give you, well, the first hint is the artwork that they use to promote the box is always a hint. So if you like, don't mind me with the magnifying glass. That is not part of the artwork, but the square in the middle of the screen. So they're $59 and includes 6 limited edition products plus a bonus in the box. So it's a great value. And if you're just, you know, these days, if you're just watching, you know, every penny, I totally get that. And if you want to see a picture of what's in the box before you purchase, then I can send you a picture after the live. And so if you just need to see it before, you just can't handle the surprise, then we can do it that way. So you can use, if you order it tonight, you can use one of those coupons. So it's $59. You can use the $10 off 50. Now it's basically like getting free shipping. Of course, if you did the purchase $100 and save $25, that's definitely more than the cost of shipping. And so a little bit will come off of your products too. Now, if you don't, if you've already taken advantage of the promo codes, and you didn't get a box and you wish you did, you remember you can use the other 2 coupons if you want, or you can wait till tomorrow when the promos stop working tomorrow at 1 p.m. Tickets will go live on my website on DaytonaAreaScrapbooking.com for the secret box. And I will do, as I've done in the past, the free shipping. So not quite as good a deal as the $10 off, but it still saves $8.95. And as I've done in the past, because I can get free shipping by ordering them all together, then I will pass that savings on to you. All right, so that's about the secret box. I'm very excited. Like I said, I did peek in there and I am very happy. Jumpstart January, you guys have been booking you're making your reservations for January, and I love it. So don't stop. I want to sell that out for sure and make as much money as we can for the local veterans. And then, of course, I've said it every Tuesday for the last couple of months. retreat to St. Simon's. Actually, we're calling it Retreat to the River because it's right on the Frederica River. And I have like Retreat to the River and Retreat to the Mountains and Retreat to the Beach and all that. So it's going to be it's on Retreat to the River on my website, and it will be to St. Simon's Island. And it's going to be a wild and groovy time, and you're not going to want to miss it. Oh, this is super exciting. So we just found this out today. So for a long time, advisors have gotten these credits from the home office, but you can't break them up into smaller chunks. So now, starting Thursday, our CM credits will be back. So basically, I can give people gift certificates. Yay! So all of these things, like Fun Friday giveaway, and I have like an Excel spreadsheet, and I have to keep track of who's used it and who hasn't and all that good stuff. It's going to make my life so much easier, because now whoever wins at $10, I can just send it to your CM account. I'll ask you if you want it as Forever or CM or Heritage Makers. And if you want it as Creative Memories, I'll just put it right into your Creative Memories account, and you can use it right in there. So you're probably not as excited as I am excited about this, just because it'll make my record keeping life so much easier. But I am super excited that I can do that too, because I can't share them in increments less than $10, but that means I can give someone the cost of a digital kit. And a lot of things on our line are $10. So it's great. Embellishment packs are, for the most part, $10, and variety map packs are, and paper packs are. So, so that's one reason why I do these. But now I starting Thursday, I will be able to put them into your account. So whoever wins on Friday, I get to test the process out on you. And with that, just a little recap of how to get entered in the Fun Friday giveaway. You either you can do all 4 of them. So you like this video or love this video or laugh at this video. You just have to react on Facebook to this video. Hopefully no mad faces or sad faces. I want to share this video, and it does need to be set to public, so that I can see that Facebook will tell me these are the people that, okay, sure, I'll send you a picture, Faith. I assume you're talking about the secret box. I will do that. You don't want just a picture of me. That is the problem with my little lapel mic. Did I just like blow you guys out when I touched my chest? So share this video. Make sure it's public, so that Facebook tells me that you shared it. Tag a friend. Tag a friend in the comments, or place an order. So all of you that have been placing those orders with the cool promo that's going on CM this week, you all have an entry. All right. So now for the fun. So what I'm going to do is real quick take you out to Octopus Digital. So when you come to Daytona area scrapbooking, you actually come to the calendar and events page, this page right here. That's what you see. And when you come to memorymaniacs.com, you come to this page. So all of the different domains that I own kind of point over here. Okay. So what you want to do, however you get to my website, is click on store. And in the store, you're going to see these downloads that say digital templates, October 2022, or digital templates, September 2022. And I do them for Artisan 5 and Artisan 6. Okay. Because there's 2 versions of Artisan out there, and you have to use the specific ones for the program that you have. Now, let's come back over here to calendar events and come down here to Croptoberfest. If you click on RSVP to Croptoberfest, then down to the tickets, you will see at the bottom here, Croptober. It says Croptober because it limits your characters on what you can call a ticket. So some of them say Croptoberfest, but this one says Croptober digital templates and says already register for this event. If you have Artisan 5 or 6, this ticket will give you access to the digital templates of the challenges, and it'll be 6 2-page spreads. So you can add it to your cart. You can check out. When I get notification that you've purchased them, then I will add you to that Dropbox group. So the first templates will get released on Saturday morning ahead of our Zoom crop. I believe that's the schedule. Now I'm second guessing myself, but I'm pretty sure it is. So that's where you find them. So now what do you do with them? You're going to check out. Now for Croptoberfest, you're given access to a Dropbox. But for those other templates that are in the store, you're given access to a zip file to download. So that's where I'm picking up today with our Techie Tuesday in Artisan. I want to show you how to use those templates. And real quick, I'm going to take you one other place. And that is the Creative Memories virtual crop group. Now, obviously, this is not where they'll be for Croptoberfest. For Croptoberfest, actually, it will be a Facebook group. I just feel the pain when you guys are trying to upload to a group on my Octopus Digital. So I'm going to wait for my web hosting company, for Wix, to kind of catch up and get a little better as far as that goes. I don't think that anyone participating does not have a Facebook group. So we're going to do it as a closed Facebook group for Croptoberfest. All right, so these are what the sketches looked like. So see, this is sketch number 1, and this was for the virtual crop this weekend. Sketch 2, sketch 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you get the digital templates when you purchase those, and I know some of you in the chat already did purchase those from this past weekend. All right, so now let's go over to now we're going to go into Artisan 6, and let me just make sure. I unfortunately with StreamYard, I can't see. Okay, good. Looks like you can see all the important stuff. All right. So I imagine I downloaded the zip file, and I actually put the zip file in my downloads. Okay, so it says October 22 Artisan 6 templates. So this is what you get when you purchase them. Now remember, you're going to be going to a Dropbox, but once they're unzipped, the process is the same. And I kind of want to have the directions out there so that as more people find those templates, they can feel confident they know how to import them. So we're going to right click and say extract all. Make sure that this is unchecked. If it's checked, it's just going to open up the folder where they are after it's extracted. So here's my extracted one right here. And what you're going to want to do is not leave it in your downloads. You're going to want to make a file in your documents somewhere, likely, that says like sketch templates, CM sketch templates, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm just going to throw it on my desktop for right now, just for the purpose of this demonstration, so that we can find it. Now I'm going to go into my my album that I'm working on, and I do just want to show you. I did post this one, so this was sketch 1. I made this using sketch number 1 from the, I guess I need to keep Facebook open over here so I can see the comments in case there's questions. And now I need to mute myself. Okay. Be quiet, self. Okay. Yay. So I see that Stacy just bought the Croptoberfest ones. Yay. Thank you, Stacy. And Casey too. So great. These were the ones from the virtual crop this weekend. So that's number 1. And I forget which number sketch this actually was, but this was another one of the sketches. And then this one, was, I think, sketch number 5 or something. And all these are little individual papers. And so I think that came out really nice. And I just had this random soccer page. And then, so on the opposite page, I had, normally that's how it went when my kids were growing up. Oh, this says right here, sketch number 3. I was at a swim meet with April. Brendan was at a soccer game with Aiden, or sometimes if the soccer game was in the afternoon, I got to do both. But, and the reason I know that is because I know I took these pictures with my camera and not, and they weren't cell phone pictures. So I know I was actually there. So anyway, these are the pages that I did from this weekend. All right. So now I'm going to come down here to a blank page, and I'm going to go through the steps on how to import one of those templates. So up here, I'm on the blank page. You've got in the home ribbon, if I go to the top left, these are all, when I refer to ribbons by their name, that's what I'm referring to. So this is the home ribbon, this is the insert ribbon, arrange, format, and it goes across. So on the home ribbon, all the way across, you have 2 options. If you add a page, it's going to add a whole new page. And you can do it, you can add one of those templates. Or if you're on a blank page and you want to replace over the blank page, you're going to want to come, instead of add a page, you're going to come over to template. And then you have 2 options. One is using a template from an art kit, and the other one is using a page file from my computer. Okay, so this is a page file on your computer. A template page from an art kit is something you would purchase from forever.com. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like when I click on it. When I click on that, I get the ones that you can purchase that already have paper and stuff in them. Now, the paper can all be changed. So if you purchase them, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a certain color scheme that you want. Over on the bottom left here, I have all my options, and then it's displaying a preview on the right hand side. Okay, so I'm going to cancel that. And now I'm going to say using a page from my computer. Now it's dialed into my real place where I have these stored, but I'm going to click on desktop, and then I'm going to click on October 22 Artisan 6 templates. Click inside there, and I'm going to see all of these template files. I'm going to click this little button right under the search box that has, it's like little squares with dashes. And if you hover over it, it says change your view. If you click that a couple times, then it's going to change the way you preview those templates. So that way you can see, well, which one do I want to use? Now, the way I've numbered them, and these are the ones from this weekend, and that's the ones I'm going to be using. Obviously, I'm not going to be using Croptoberfest because those haven't been released yet. But so this says it's October, capital V, capital C. That's how I've named them. So October virtual crop, and this is number 1. And then if it's a 2-page spread, it'll say 2.1 and 2.2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5.1, 5.2, and then 6. So, but what I wanted to show you today, although I kind of wanted to use this layout, let me think. I guess I can do this one. These have 4. All right, so I'm going to insert. I'm going to click on the one I want, and I'm going to say open. And it's going to open right up right here. So, and then there's a little save icon. I love it, little floppy disk right next to the arrows. And so I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to hop over to the other page for the 2-page spread. And I'm going to do the same thing. Click on template, click on using page file from computer. Now, once you have it dialed in, it will go back to that place over and over. So now I'm going to click my view a couple times so I make sure I grab the right page, and I also can look at it. I did 2.1. Now I'm doing 2.2. Okay, so I save that. And if you look down in the bottom right of my screen, let me scroll up a little bit because it's like hiding under the Facebook and YouTube logos. You can see right down here in the bottom right, those 2 pages have populated down there. Okay, I'm going to show you one more thing with the templates. So now I'm going to, and you can do this with any template. I'm just showing you this for giggles. So I'm going to import number 6, template number 6. Here it is. And you're going to see it pop up on the right side of my screen. As soon as I hit save, it'll stay white like that or unaltered until you hit save. Then a little preview will populate. But so this is just a single page, right? It wasn't a 2-page spread. But watch what you can do in Artisan. You can right click on the page on the right hand side. That's where I am. You'll see the little box come up with the options. And if you go almost down to the bottom, not to remove this page, that's the last choice. You want to go to insert a mirror image of this page. And we'll wait for it while it thinks. We're asking it to do a lot. Here it comes. All right. Now I'm going to remove the blank page because it inserted it, right? So it did not, and I'm going to change my view on the big screen up here so that you can see it as a 2-page spread and see what it did. And to do that, I'm going to come to the View tab up at the top, and then over 4th from the left is Spreads, and I'm going to say 2 separate trimmed pages. And so this is what it did. It took the page. Actually, this was the original page, because the reason I know that is because title is on the little arrow correctly. And so it inserted that. And if it's not going to let me, is it going to let me change those? All right. So it did well, it usually doesn't let you manipulate pages in a 2-page view. But so now you've made a mirror image of your 1 page. So now you have a 2-page spread. And what you can do is do this function I tend to work on both pages at the same time. But if you do 1 page and you've got all the papers picked and everything, and now you want to insert the reverse of that page, it will just take all those papers and everything you put in and put them over. So now you don't have to fill the boxes with all of the papers all over again. All right, so I'm going to switch off. I'm just flipping over here and then flipping back. And those, okay, so now the pages are the right way. All right, so I am going to use this for my next page, the one that and as I was looking through here before, I decided I would do our trip to DC. And so I've got a picture of us with the Capitol behind. Now, whenever something like this happens, this is the beauty of digital. I'm just going to grab on that map behind, drag it up. It gives me a green line across to the other one so that I know that it's lined up. Let me zoom in here a little bit so you can see. I don't know that you're going to still be able to see this green line that pops up, but it does snap to snap to grid, if you will, so that you can make a match. Now I'm going to drop the pictures in, and then I'm going to come back and add my papers and embellishments. Okay, so we've got the Jefferson Memorial here, and then we have the Lincoln Memorial. So with this one, and I've showed this in the past, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this landscape photo and I'm going to turn it into 2 portrait. So I'm going to do that by just grabbing that little white square on the edge and whoop, moving it over. And then I'm going to copy and paste. Now, normally I would do Control C, Control V, but so that you can have the visual. And then if they're not perfect, I just eyeball it, because done is better than perfect, and then snap them to each other so that they're even. And now I can come and I can take and I can put these pictures in. And Artisan also does have touch up. You can touch up the photos. So if I go to color and then I go to brightness, it was a gray, snowy day. That's why the Floridians look absolutely freezing. Actually, my mother-in-law was with us and she lives in Boston. She also looks very bundled up. She was probably the only one with appropriate attire, if I'm being honest. But it was a very bitter, cold day, but it was fun for the kids, certainly, to see the snow. Okay, so I have a faraway picture of the Jefferson Memorial. I have a close-up view with the river behind, and then I've got this picture of April, but maybe I should put Thomas Jefferson in there. I can probably fit both, and actually this one might be, because it is a portrait photo, this one might be better off to be less square. So let's just do that. And actually, since I don't need 2 titles, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to delete, and then I'm going to select both of these by using the Shift key, the mat and the photo, and right-click copy, and then right-click paste. Now, if they go somewhere and you don't know where, I scroll out with my mouse so I can see where they are. They were over there on the side, and it still keeps them together. So now I can grab those. I want these photos to be behind the group photo, right? So I'm going to take the group over here on the left side. Now I'm on the left side by my little face here on your screen. And I'm going to drag that below the group photo. And I can see it over here on the side. And that is how you can rearrange the order of things very quickly. All right. So now I'm going to put this picture of April hiding behind the column, probably trying to stay out of the bitter, freezing cold wind. So I opened up, and that's in the color ribbon, and I'm going to kind of bump up the brightness, the midtones, because remember how sad and dark that photo was. Let's see if I can do it here too. So what I love about this feature that people tend to forget about is they spend a lot of time editing their photos before they even bring them in the program. And I don't do that because, a lot of photos tend to get left on the cutting room floor, and so why spend the time to edit them when I'm not even going to end up using them. All right, so now we're at the Lincoln Memorial. So I'm going to switch pages, and I just need to click on the right side page to do that. And now we'll add the Lincoln Memorial here. And again, gray day. So let's brighten this situation up a little bit. And so this picture is really funny. I don't know if you can see it. April is holding a giant plastic penny. And what we did was we found out we had friends that were going to DC the week after us. So we hid this giant plastic penny at the Lincoln Memorial, and we sent them directions on where to find it. And they sent us pictures of them finding it. And now I just took that away. All right, so now this page is shaping up pretty nicely. And there is another group picture of us with the Washington Monument behind us. You can also right-click on a photo to preview it so that you can see a big, actually, I don't know if you should be able to see that. We'll hold there. And I'm not in it, but it is a cute picture. So I'll see if we can wedge that in there somewhere. But then there's just one other picture that it's April in front of good old Abe. So I probably won't use that one because this 2-page spread is kind of turning out to be a lot of April, which is fine. Okay, so now this is the fun part. So now we get to do all the colors, do all the things. And what's really bad is I did not look ahead of time to see what I maybe wanted to use. And as I scroll down, you can see the sheer ridiculous amounts of, that's kind of cool. This is Heart and Soul. This was a Creative Memories. It's only paper. There's no embellishments. But this was a promo from, I don't know, maybe a year ago, where if you bought so much in digital, then you could get digital. The reason why I like it, that has there's leopards and stuff. Maybe I don't like it. I liked it just because there's the cement paper and we've got all this marble, but let me see. And like you can see, I have so many. This is what happens with digital. You get put on paper probation, right? When you have piles and piles of paper and it's like you're tripping over it. But with digital, here's another whole folder. I have 2 folders full. This is going to be one of those done is better than perfect situations for sure. Maybe something in Totally Tonal will work. What's this? Traveler digital. Maybe Traveler. All right, so let's do Totally Tonal. I love the Totally Tonal digital kits because they're very user friendly. And here's one that says stone. All right, we can work with this. They're just, I don't like very printy, crazy paper generally in my paper books or my digital books. All right, so I'm going to click on the backgroundiest one and what color? I've got all of my Totally Tonals in one folder. And because they aren't terribly big kits, but that way, so I've got all the zebra, the jungle, and I'm just clicking, I'm going all the way through so I can see. I might go with a blue in the background since it's going to get mainly covered up. And All right, so I'm going to try this because April's wearing that bright blue jacket. So I'm going to right click on the paper I want and say fill selected shape. And then I'm going to get this box that comes up in the front and I'm going to say okay. And now it's changed. And then this big white piece in the back, I think we'll do that with this stone. So I'm going to say fill selected shape. And now it's got stone that complements the marble. Now, what to do with these? I'm going to just see what this looks like. These are leaves. This is not very leafy, but Deb. Well, that was a pre-COVID thing. There have been in the past, there have been some scrappy ladies that they've invited me to help organize their stash. And when I saw the size of their stash, I just said I couldn't in good conscience let them purchase more paper. So I put them on paper probation. But then COVID happened and we decided we didn't need that kind of negativity in our life. So but that is a good thing about the digital is that you it doesn't take up any room. That's the good and bad thing. I selected these by holding the shift key just because I wanted a little bit more room around the edges. I noticed they're kind of touching the edges. Now you can also fill things solid and you can sample picture colors from the page. So if I don't like the way this is looking, I can click on that piece and then up underneath, right over the top of these flowers on the left side, there's a little fill and you can barely see that there's a little line in there. I mean, I can barely see it, so you definitely can't see it. And that will open up this box. And what you have is a sample. So I can go around and sample. You can see on the little box on the page, it is sampling specific pixels. So like this is April's cold fingers. I can get her coat if I wanted. I can get the grass. I can get, the statue. I can pick up gray. So here's the gray. I think what I'm going to do is actually pull the stone back in, but I wanted to show you how you can pull in. All right, so now I've got stone, and now I need to just find an embellishment to go across there, a horizontal embellishment. And I do need to fill these, and I think I'm going to fill them with the same blue or a similar blue. Let's see how this blue looks. I like it. Or maybe I'm going to put the darkest one behind. It is a danger of inviting me in because then I just feel like, oh. And Deb said I should put her on, she would invite me over to help her, but I might put her on probation. I won't do it anymore. After COVID, I said I wouldn't put anyone else on probation. It was very funny though, right? Everyone that's on here remembers Debbie Keith always used to put in to win paper because she knew I wouldn't let her buy it. So then every time there was paper to win, she would get so excited. All right, so I'm liking the way that it's a work in progress still, but so far I like the colors. I just hit the little save icon. All right, now I'm going to come over here as soon as it finishes saving. And I'll know that because it'll stop spinning and then I'll see it over on that side. I'm going to come over to the left page here, and I'm just going to repeat the process, and it's much quicker once you kind of have it figured out what you want to do. So, oops, let me slide over here. All right, so I'm going to say fill selected shape, and there it goes. And now I used the woven blue. And, you know, you can see where it asked me what section of the paper I want to use, and I didn't even move it. But like in this one, there is like a gradation slightly. So you can, you know, move it around and pick different areas, particularly where there's a print, you might want to do that. All right, so last one. And then now we're going to fill both of these with the stone. And maybe I'll go get a winter collection and add some snowflakes. That'll be fun. Then I can do the title and we can call it a day. So I'm gonna I need to do a Techie Tuesday on this, but if I click on where it says totally tonal above these papers, all of my kits are going to pop out. If you go all the way to the bottom, there's a section that's called My Categories. Well, if you haven't put any of them in categories, then you're not going to see any categories. So these are the way I've organized them. And I have one called Christmas Winter. And so in my Christmas Winter category is all of my Christmas Winter kits. And so I can click through them like that. Here's Classic Winter. That might be a good one. Let's see. That's fun. It says all bundled up. There's like sleds and stuff. We're not going to use sleds. Well, let me just finish. I was only on C. Let me just see what else is in there. That's digital overlays. Let's see. Freebie Frost digital content. Oh, that's fun. Glitter ice. That could be fun. This is where that's too. Let's see, primary one now. All right. So going up here, what was it? Classic Winter. All right. Now, oh, good. It does have a little snowflake strip. And, oh, I'm on the wrong page. So you see how I put that on the page and you can see that there are dots there because that's where it is. The problem is I'm actually clicked on the left page and so it's not showing it. So let me just hit the delete button, get rid of that, and then click on the correct page. Let me zoom in there so you can see. Yes, this is true. Oh, yes, Deb, we need to set up an appointment so that we can get all of your stuff, your pictures from iCloud so you can start building pages. Now, this looks like one page, but remember, it's two pieces of that stone. So I'm deleting the little placeholder in the sketch. And now I'm going to drag this down so that it goes under that little top piece, and I'm on the left side of the screen just dragging that snowflake down. And so now it's just half of a snowflake. And I don't know that I love that. Let's see how it looks when I go up to my format ribbon and add. Nah, it doesn't. So I'm gonna just plop that back on top. So the quickest way to do that instead of drag when you know you want it to come to the top is just move to the front. All right. And then I'll put other embellishments on top of it over here. So I'll just add some snowflakes over here. Now, of course, if they come on small, you can resize them to make them big. And especially because these are so light, I'm going to want to add a shadow. So that's in the format ribbon up at the top. Click format, and then over on the right hand side you'll see light, heavy, custom, and I generally just use the light. And all of my templates, if you purchase them, they'll already have them under the photos. I just always do that. All right, let's do the same for over here. Click on this left side page, get rid of that and these. And those are just to, again, they're part of the sketch to just say, hey, this is a fun little spot for an embellishment. You don't have to do that. And since I already kind of made these ones on the right bigger, I could just copy and paste them over, but I probably won't do a whole collection of 3 again. I'll just do 1 or 2. It's still saving. That's why I'm paused. Just catching up on your comments while this is saving. And if you have any questions, if I didn't see them while I was just so busy working on my page, then I will definitely answer them later. Still saving. I like to not rush my computer. Okay. All right, so we're getting there. And I'm going to take this title out of here. And in the content, I saw one that said all bundled up, and that might be fun. What does this one say? Some of them, the embellishments are so small, I have to hit preview. It says, memories keep you warm in the coldest of seasons. That's cute. In the frosty air. That's fun. So I'm just going to put in the frosty air, and then I can change this. And I think I've talked before about size of font. And even though it looks ridiculously, I didn't get out of that correctly. Even though it looks small, you want it to, in my opinion, I prefer to be on the smaller side. And so now over here, this was, if I was submitting it to the crop, then I would remember what number sketch it was. In this case, I'm going to say, I don't know if it snowed the next morning or that. I'll have to come back. But this was the Jefferson. And then we left the penny. Okay. All right. So now I need to change my text box. So I'm just going to change the color to white. And I think I might have showed this last time, but so I'm changing this whole box to white, but up on the top, and it's not obvious, and I can't zoom in on it, but I have mentioned in the past that you can get to most everything like 3 different ways in this program. So directly above the project in this little like shortcut toolbar, there's one with a whole bunch of checkers, and that's opacity. So then if I dial that down to like 50, maybe 65, 70. You can see how over the picture, you can see through the paper now. So you can do that with any paper. So now I'm just going to slide that behind the picture of April. And so it's coming out from behind. And let's get rid of these and add some more snowflakes, because why not? And you can select all three of them and add the whatchamacallit, the shadow all at once. Now, I don't love that tag, so I'm going to go find a different tag for that. And I guess I need to get rid of these flowers. Add another couple embellishments over here. It's very snowy. I think I'll also go out to one of my patriotic type kits and see what I can bring in since it's DC. So I'm just going to change all these flowers real quick to you can see I'm just kind of variety of sizes. And there's, a few different types of snowflakes. So select all those. Okay. All right. So that is looking pretty good. Now I'm going to come over here and my categories. I have one that's patriotic. And so here I have military digital kit. And that's a ribbon. And then I have primary 4th of July. And then I have United We Stand. And this is the newest one. So I kind of like the shape of this tag. Oh, I did it again. I'm not on that page, silly. All right. So let me make sure I'm on the right page. And I've got this tag. So I could say USA in the frosty air, but I just kind of liked the shape of this tag. Maybe. What is this? Add a little pop of color in there. I'm going to shorten it way down. So, Casey, that's a great question. All right. So back in the day when Creative Memories owned this program and it was Storybook Creator, the commercial art kit was the Creative Memories one. And then the personal art kits was, if, stuff that you made or collections that you made from stuff you got online and different things. Now it's kind of the reverse, because now the commercial kits that have the activation codes are actually from forever. And so, yes, in Creative Memories is considered the personal art kits. However, you can commingle them now into the same file. So let me just show you. It's going to be really hard. You're probably not going to be able to tell, but the icons are slightly different. So in my Creative Memories art kits, because that's like the old school, the commercial art kits folder, there are two different icons. I have personal art kits and commercial art kits. And then the same thing down in the bottom under personal art kits. Actually, those I think are all ones that aren't commercial. So now you can kind of just, you don't have to, it doesn't matter. You can put them in the same folder. But when you're importing the whole kit, it'll ask you on the commercial, it'll ask you for the activation codes. And so if you're buying them from Creative Memories, you don't have activation codes. All right, so now I'm just going to fill this, change the In the Frosty Air to white, and it's on this red piece. I don't know if this will stay. Maybe I want it to be this blue. This is the only danger, not the only danger. This is one of the dangers of digital, is just tinkering until I have no idea how this eagle ended up in ended up in the papers instead of the embellishments. Maybe I want to put this eagle up here. Maybe I want him sitting there. Maybe he doesn't have to stay there, but he can stay there for right now. Now, the only other thing I'm going to do while y'all are on here, because I'm not going to have you painfully watch me journal that or I'm going to move these up a little bit just so that there's more space down there. And then I'm going to come over to this page, and I'm just doing this by holding the shift key. I'm going to select all of these photos and these, and just kind of using my arrow to just kind of move them on up so that there's a little more space. I think that looks good. All right, so now just some journaling, and okay, well, hi Deb. Your ears must have been burning. Paper probation came up, so we were talking about you. Have a great night, Deb. All right, so that is it. Except for adding my journaling, and I do want to add a pop of color in here somewhere, and I have to tell the story about the plastic penny, and I'll probably add a larger title up here that says like monuments and memorials or something across the top. But other than that, it's nearly done. All right. And whether you're watching the replay or you're on here live, if you maybe come up with a question that you have for me while you're watching the replay, you can definitely add it in the comments. Of course, I'll get a notification and I'll jump on and answer that as quickly as I can. And as a reminder, you can share and like and tag your friends and make purchases all the way until Thursday midnight. With talking, Stacy, I know it should be a little faster. It does go faster when you're just kind of in the groove. But if you have any questions, just let me know. And if you have any questions about importing those sketches, and if you've stumbled on here and you have Artisan 5 or 6 and you just know that is something that I'm going to be doing going forward. So for the second weekend of every month, when Creative Memories has a virtual crop, I will release the templates on my website so that you can download them and use them to do the page challenges and add them to your collection. These are my favorite type of pages to make. You saw how many of the ones that I own that I purchased as far as templates, and those are great too. But I don't know. I just tend to use these the most. So hopefully that was helpful for you. Hopefully you got some good tips, whether you're a seasoned Artisan user, but you got reminded of something fun that you can do in the program. And hi, Katie. And just as a reminder, once again, that if you, for card class next Tuesday, it will be at 7 p.m., not the usual 5. Hopefully we can get more folks on there and doing their cards together live like we did in the old days. Alrighty. Well, you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I'm off to DAR. But I will talk to you all soon. And until I see you all again, stay scrappy, my friends. I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.